Good morning, Alpha Traders. Hope to find you well on this beautiful Wednesday morning. I want to give a shout out to Sam Bankman-Fried for his incredible job on using the FTT token as collateral. Total moron. Just gonna go right out on a limb and say it. Yes, sir. What do you think about that, Yasha? Is the guy a total moron?
I think, it goes down in the legendary, hilariously foolish things in crypto history.
Dude. So that's the thing about crypto. Don't ever think, always expect the unexpected, right? I mean, the guy's on the cover of Fortune magazine not too long ago saying, oh, he's the next Warren Buffett. The guy is stupid. Can he build code? Sure. He's a fucking brilliant.
He also said he wants to give away his fortune, and yesterday CZ helped him do that. And
Yeah.
it was about 94% in like 2 hours.
There you go. Yeah. He's a brilliant coder.
Yeah.
So why does everybody just immediately think the fucking guy knows how to trade? Clueless.
It's like that with most people. Anytime somebody is seen or perceived as successful in one field, a lot of people will just automatically assume, oh, well, they must be good at everything. Like, no.
Yeah.
You're good at one thing. Maybe you're good at a few things, but you're not going to be good at everything. No one's good at everything.
No.
Who are you talking about?
Sam
Bankman-Fried.
Bankman-Fried.
Yeah, he was a market maker at Jane Street Capital.
Yeah.
But he was a quant guy. That was his thing.
Right.
Right.
Which great. He knows how to build code. Wonderful.
Yeah, exactly. That's about all he knows how to do.
Yeah.
He
Obviously didn't do
knows
that
how to
well.
build a long-term viable business model.
And
Yeah, long term.
I mean,
But I mean, look, he amassed an enormous fortune. He mismanaged it towards the end. If he'd been smart and sold out 6 months ago, everything would have been hokey pokey and fine. And he
I
would
heard he
have
lost $15 billion overnight.
Yes, more than that. Like in a few hours, he went from like 34 or whatever, 20 billion or whatever it was to like 900 million. Hey, look, he's still got 900 million. It's not like he's
Yeah,
poor,
that's
so-
true. That's 859, 900 more than I have.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot.
and it's like,
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
a few shekels, man.
Terraform Labs just gave a good fucking example of what not to do, and he followed right in their footsteps. He was already dick deep in it, though, right? I mean,
He admitted 4 months ago it was a Ponzi scheme.
yeah, look
right?
at Luna.
I mean,
Luna did the same thing, all right? Terraform Labs. They used their token as collateral to borrow fucking leverage. What in the
Well,
hell?
There's a different model in how FTX operates and how Luna operates, but generally speaking, yeah.
Yeah, man.
Over leveraged, bad coin.
Just
well, I mean,
ridiculous.
he borrowed everything against FTX coin, right?
Yeah.
FTT, right?
Yeah.
It was backed by
Everything.
nothing. In that sense, it was like Luna, like Bill
Yeah.
said. 'Cause
It's
it was
exactly
because-
what Luna did.
The whole
They
thing
used
that
the
set this
token.
play was Binance selling it.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Binance, exactly. Binance was holding a big bag of it.
Yeah.
They realized
Yeah.
there's a liquidity problem. And Sam's like, no, there's no liquidity problem. 24 hours later, he's like, thanks for buying us.
Yeah, I know. I mean, just creepy shit. What the hell? And so here you go.
You get your cheap FTX.
So when people weren't understanding, well, okay, so that's FTT token. Well, why did Solana take such a hit? Because he's fucking liquidating all his Solana to fucking pay his debts. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely
What's going
crazy.
on?
He's got to liquidate all that Solana, I'm sure.
Well, that stuff that I posted in general chat about people being unstaking, there's like 300 million or something hitting the street today or something. Am I seeing this right? I don't understand this stuff. It said in 23 hours, 330 million worth of Solana, 18 million tokens will be unlocked and hit the street today.
Yeah, and those are probably all FTXs, all his. That's what I'm
Got
saying. He has to unstake to sell. So, and you look at this chart, incredible, right? Well, we all know yesterday, right? We had this little pump here on all the assets, and then this massive dump out when all the shit was going down. Is what you need to realize is that this is a fucking outlier. We're talking about a 5% probably 6 or 7 standard deviation to the downside, normal distribution on that daily candle. Here's the 5th right here, right? So this baby drops all the way down the first time to 18.7. Recovers a little bit going into the new day. What does it do right out of the gate? Just starts floating down. Another 5 standard deviation move on the daily to the downside. That is a lot of selling. That is a lot of selling. So I'm sitting on my hands right now. I wanted to buy. I mean, obviously I was asleep when we got this dip. Hell, I would have bought salami down here at $15. I just have this strangest feeling. I'm getting ready to bag up for $10. I mean, come on, baby. Give me some $10 Solana. Hey, if it goes lower than 10, I'll buy more then too.
Well, I'm not saying lower than 10. I'm just saying I think you're going to see 10. I agree with you.
Yeah, it's going to go down more. Today's going to be a bloody mess, probably. Because people are just, there's a lot of people, you know, that, I mean, a lot of people are just starting to figure it out. You know, they're not in tune. They got real lives. They're not degens like us. Not hitting all this shit constantly to know what's going on. They're going to see the price of Solana. And what happens with a high percentage of especially new traders? Now, they're going to capitulate. They're just going to sell at a loss.
Yeah.
Like there was a guy in another Discord, and he's just like, oh, I'm fucked. I'm like, why are you fucked? I was like, did you capitulate? Did you sell? You still holding? He's like, oh, no, I'm holding. I'm like, then you're not fucked, man. Ride the wave. Have some fun. Look at this volatility.
There is always the possibility that something like BNB will give them an airdrop for whatever token loss they might, you know, for some small amount or whatever.
Oh,
That's also possible. That does happen in crypto land.
CZ's a honey badger. He's going to take care of his people.
Probably. Like, if people lost a little bit of money on that drop, he might cover some of their loss. You know, that's happened before, that he's covered things that, you know, when they got hacked or whatever.
Yeah.
So,
well, it says that they can cover up to, they can maybe cover up to 250,000 per user, maybe.
Well, it's not FDI insured, bro.
No, I know that, but I'm just talking about them. Binance is saying they may be able to cover.
Yeah,
up to
they've got that program. Binance has got that program.
Yeah. You know, however much they cover, who knows what that'll be. But there are people holding their FTXs with the prospect that maybe they'll get some kind of an airdrop. It, you know, it is a thing. I don't know if they will, but there are people doing that.
Yeah, it's crazy. FTT is definitely going to die.
It's not down more.
Well, it's just like Luna, remember?
Yeah.
Luna dumped the fuck out and then had those little relief pumps sucking people right back in. Right? I mean, look at this. This price action on Solana goes right back up to the bottom side of the 2SD and rejects. Get a wick down to the 4SD. Wow. Pulled back up. Where's this thing going to go? Pretty incredible. But as alpha traders, really don't give a shit. Right?
Wait, at some point in this stream, I want to go over for some of the new people, like, how is it using the pro chart, or the volatility starter chart, I mean, how is it that we, what is it when we look at a chart, what is it that piques our interest, and what do we think of, what do I think of, what do you think of, in order to get into a trade when we're looking at something like that chart, and specifically in this kind of an event? Because it's a good question, and people should be aware these kind of wacky events do happen, trading whatever asset on, you know, once in a while. Not just in crypto, but obviously in crypto it happens a lot. So we'll cover that kind of a topic hopefully today about, you know, when, I mean, with that particular chart if we can, for the noobs who want to learn how to trade this way.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's called volatility. Volatility.
Yes. But specifically, you know, what kind of confluences are we looking for?
I'll show you.
Like, you want to, you know, it's easy to see it on the chart sometimes, so.
I will show you.
Yeah, we can show some noob.
Well, that didn't work out very well, now did it?
Learn, make this into a short tutorial even for them.
Let's see here.
Later.
Okay. I'm going to go across here. Oh, yeah, I'm not going to be able to go down into there. That's right. Anyway, if you people that are watching, you see the correlation breaks during this entire move. Here was the little pump to the top side before the markets fell apart, right? You think this is a little scam fuckery right here? Yeah, dude. You don't think CZ was already talking to Sam and all this shit was already going down? The volatility charts are showing what happened, right? Right here, the correlation breaks negative, right? Full expansion. So you get this quick little 15-minute dump here. Boom. Volatility expands again to 100% when correlation breaks. Rides that to the top side. Now, when it's going positively correlated, look, this is how this started. Contracting volatility, positively correlated, floating down, floating down. We get this little relief pump here, right? Let's see. Boom, 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 bam. So you're up here, fully contracted, negatively correlated, that last candle. Then contraction, negatively correlated. This move right here on the 15-minute was floating up because volatility contracted, negatively correlated. But this is where I really want to get into. Look how this volatility, expand, contract, expand, contract, expand, contract, all of this. And look at the correlation. It was predominantly negatively correlated during these expansions. Continued this to the downside. Got a little pullback here in the a little bit of a contraction, but then boom, the correlation's breaking over here, right? Positively correlated, contracting down, still floating down, then boom, expansion, positively correlated, floating back up. Now we're contracting, positively correlated, right? Starting to float back down. And that's just on the 525. When you get good at reading the volatility indicators, you can start to read all three. You can start messing around with the correlation lengths, right? But now for a 15-minute, I'm going to even say 90-minute chart and below, I use a 5. I use a 5 look back on my correlation. I start going to higher time frames, I'll flip it on a 10. It's because I want to see it. But yeah, I mean, it looks confusing at first, but once you got to put eyes on the chart. People expect to get this free chart and maybe one live stream, study the chart for people think like, oh, I'm going to sit down for a couple hours. I'm going to study this. I'm going to nail it. It's like, it doesn't work like that. There's way too much going on with volatility.
Not a couple hours. Definitely not a couple hours for sure.
No, you need eyes on chart a lot.
But that was an excellent explanation for the people who are watching that. I mean, that's really good. And also, like, if you look at the AVQ on this same chart, right, and the ALR,
yeah,
you can see that where exactly where Bilbo was talking about the volatility and the correlations. Look at how the AVQ dropped exactly from the top and gave you the bottom and moved up exactly. Like, AVQ is highly directional. Highly directional if you know how to use it. You're not necessarily going to get every single last bit, but it is super directional. And look at the ALR on how exactly it spiked up, had an outlier, and then came crashing down, because that's what you would expect after such a huge outlier, right where that cursor is on the screen right now. It comes down, falls back, does that little pumpy thing, and you can see there, you know, on the outliers on the ALRs, every time you have a major outlier on the ALR, the next candle is not going to be quite as insane, right? If it's like a third standard deviation or higher. And if it's really close to it, you might have a second one close to it, but you know, the probabilities play out on this indicator, on the volatility indicators, and on the AVQ very, very much across the board. So the way you find the confluence is you literally are looking for when these indicators are lining up and telling you something is happening across all three of them. And just like he showed you with these volatility indicators, when you know these tendencies on any length that you're looking at in any time frame, man, candle for candle, these things are amazing. You just need to know the tendencies. Learn them. There's only really 6 tendencies you got to memorize, and just study it. And it takes more than a few hours or days, but it's worth it. No, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but you it really got me going. Good explanation, man.
We love volatility.
I want to make sure that.
And that's why we run these different lengths, right? That's when we get some of the biggest moves. I mean, look at the 2400. I mean, this baby has, listen, I mean, this is 15-minute here. I like to look at it on the 4-hour. Wow. So all the 2400 was totally contracted way back here, but I'm on the 4-hour. I would definitely be switching this to a 10. And I'll show you why here. Let me see here. Let's flip this to a 10. Where are you? Holy crap-a-rooney.
VP length and there you go, right there.
No, where am I? Oh, goodness gracious. I forgot. These are separate indicators. I'm up here on the AVP looking for the correlation length, you donkey. Oh, wait.
Right.
It is on 10. It is on 10 already. Oh, okay, so I had it set on 10. Well, that's amazing. That showed such a good example on that lower time frame. That's a good thing. Yep. And here you
Yeah, it was
go.
a solid, but it was such a solid move. Like it just
Yeah.
plays out. If you know the distribution models, like we look at these things all the time, we can tell you exactly how this looked like on the distribution model and what standard deviations it went to and what Laplace distribution, just by looking at the shape of how it moved,
Yeah.
without even having the projection boss on there. But yeah,
100%.
this is a classic move. So
Let's go right up here.
that's why it
Let's
works.
show you something real quick. Boom. Here's a nice little vertical, right? I'm putting this on here because here's the 4-hour move. Boom. Just look at this 4-hour candle right here. Huh? Little clear out. My goodness. Incredible. What percentage? I just saw that. This is sweet, baby. Holy shit. Really? God, man, we're talking like 40, 42%. Wick to wick.
Yeah.
Gotta love crypto. So anyway, this is why I put this vertical here. I want to show you something. Right when you start the down move, look at the correlation break. One candle later, right? And a hard drop into significant negative correlation. This is the 2400. Volatility expanding. Boom, 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 boom. Negatively correlated this whole time. Now it's starting to slope back up. But you know what this is ebbing and flowing right into? Positively correlated contraction on the 2400. Here's the thing though, right now, we're getting these wicks down here, right? We got some bull wicks, contracting volatility, positively correlated, right to there, going down. Now it's starting to shift, starting to come back down, sloping towards a negative correlation during the contraction. So these candles are pulling back up. What's going on with that? 981, man. Look at these little correlation breaks. Boy, this is hard right here. Hard right here. You can see though, right when the correlation breaks here, bam, next few candles expanding volatility, positively correlated. So you get this little relief here on the 4-hour. Boom, 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 boom. Continuation to the downside. But studying these volatility indicators and really studying like the 6 scenarios that go along with reading these indicators, right? Letting you know, okay, so what's price action going to do? That's what it's all about, right? That's what everybody wants to know. Where is the data set going to go? Well, the data set's going to follow the returns. That's why everything we have is built on the returns. Let me see here. But yeah, I think that's enough of that chart for now. Let's go over here and just see what's happening here. Because the main issue is that there's no bull div. There's no bull div. I mean, I was looking. I did not see it. I mean, I'll take that back. There is some on the 4-hour. There is some on the 4-hour. The fishers are low. I mean, obviously, right? This is one of those things where, and I'm reading a chat in here that P-Funk put. He's like, of course, the Binance CEO says FTX going down is not good for the industry. I mean, of course it's not good. And this is exactly what's happening right here. Does this scare the shit out of people just getting into crypto? Yeah, man, they're going to capitulate. They're going to sell all their shit and be like, it's a big Ponzi, right? They're just going to sell everything. Those of us that have been in this, I mean, for a long time, dude, this is just crypto. Crypto's not going anywhere, right? I mean, I'm a firm believer. Cryptocurrency is... Do you think if the powers that be didn't want cryptocurrency to be thriving and alive and just raping everybody like this, do you think it would be around? No, man, they'd shut this shit down. They want this. They want this happening, in my opinion. You can't track everybody that's using cash, right? You just can't do it. But then, so there's a lot of misconception that's spread around about Bitcoin, that Bitcoin's anonymous, right? No, it's not. It's a public ledger. Yeah. You can track everybody. And I'm sure in the future at some point, these totalitarians will, if you're going to sign up, say you a Bitcoin node or whatever, you want to get a Bitcoin address, or what, you're going to have to probably do KYC or something. I mean, it's going to be ridiculous.
To get the actual, you can set up a wallet pseudonymously. But if you're going to use any service like Binance or whatever, any centralized exchange or any other service that uses Bitcoin, not just trading, they're usually going to have some kind of KYC from a certain level on up. And as time goes by, that level drops and drops and drops closer to zero. So that eventually, no matter what you're going to want to do with those services, or no matter what kind of products you want to buy, you're going to have to do full KYC. Which is, by the way, why the second part of that quote that P-Funk put in there is all crypto exchanges should do Merkle tree proof of reserves. Why do you think that is? Why do you think CZ would be like, yeah, we're going to do proof of reserves, full transparency now? Well, because he just bought FTX, and FTX was obviously playing along with the regs, and in order to not shake the boat, CZ wants to keep playing along with the regs also to show he's a serious guy. So he doesn't mind pulling his pants down and showing everyone what he's got, but at the same time, by forcing every other player to do it, he's forcing their hand to do things that they might not necessarily be prepared to do. So he knows what he's doing. He's no dum-dum. He's playing a very long strategic game, and he's definitely not on the side of the little guy. Like, if you think going on Binance is going to somehow protect you from the man or whatever, you're wrong. Like, just because they're not in U.S. jurisdiction for most of their trading on Binance.com doesn't mean that they don't supplicate to the Fed on all things eventually, and will do so in the near future.
Yeah, they're trading pairs. They're trading against the dollar. I mean, people that don't. Oh God, man, I don't know. We can lead a horse to water. Can't make him drink. It's just like, just open your eyes, see what's going on, and also see this second standard deviation move on the weekly. Right? This is the weekly candle. Nailed the 2SD. The 2SD is at 17,318. The low is 17,256. Telling you right now. So we got a 3SD around 16, 99.7 Laplace down here on the weekly at about 15.3. This is gonna get hairy. Let's see here. And that is the weekly, but also on the monthly. The monthly 1SD is at 16,824. But if I go back to the weekly, this is the main reason. And is what you got here. This is a power mean. Okay, this is a 33 length power mean. In the words of my new favorite guy to watch on YouTube, Hedge Eye, Keith McCullough, this isn't no 50 or 200 monkey. He doesn't use the 50 or 200 monkeys because they don't work. I mean, he was cracking me up in that video. The guy's awesome. But, so this is a 33 power mean. Yeah. So you start turning on these reverse mean log returns. I'll turn on the low length one first. Okay, bam. We have dropped below it. We're literally, let's see here. The power mean 11 length is at 17,880 right now. So we are below it. Here is, let's take that down, turn on the 30 length. Right through it. Right? Went right through the 30 length. And now the 11 length is right down here. I mean, so it's price action's getting squeezed. Do I expect these bands to get hit? The 3SD on the current weekly candle is right at the first standard deviation band of the reverse mean on said chart. Right around 16K. 15,986. Huh. That being said, are we getting another rejection off the freaking reverse mean log returns? And we're about to find out. We are, as of right now, yes. Yes, we are.
I will tell you that the probabilities are very, very, very low that we will actually hit the third band before we hit the mean.
Let's see.
When I say we, I mean Bitcoin. Before Bitcoin hits the mean on that same chart on the once you got on a weekly, because we've already hit the third band down some months ago. It is technically in mean reversion. Despite the price falling and everything, it's still in mean reversion. And I expect it to meet the mean, to revert to the mean before it hits the third band down. And again, that band down can keep dumping, and the price can also keep dumping, but it won't likely hit that band before we reach that mean again. It could, but the probabilities are very, 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 very small.
So just this weekly candle, right? Pretty much 3 days old, down 55%. Solana. People are, just don't. Well, it's FTT. Why is Sol dumb? Because he held a lot of Solana, right? Hold a ton of Solana. It's gonna get sold off here. Yeah. There's more coming. Who knows? Who knows what this price is sold? But hello, I'm at the ready. Is Solana a great freaking cryptocurrency? I believe so. You got caught up in this madness, man. got caught up in this madness. FTX is going to die. FTT token, going to die, just like Luna. I do believe Solana is going to be like the Phoenix.
Unless TC keeps that site alive for some reason, for people who like that product, then there's really no reason for FTT to continue, because it's all based around using the FTX site, right, to keep your trading fees low and all that stuff.
And there was a lot of FTT staked.
Yeah.
A lot. So people could get those discounts on their trading fees for sure.
But now they don't really need it if they're going to merge everything into Binance anyway. But if he does keep it as a separate product, then sure, it might, they might keep it alive or something. But
and then I want to reiterate,
need to. And TZ's always thinking Binance first, so eventually it will probably be merged anyway.
And I've talked about this before, where it's like, people are like, oh, this exchange, man, they won't let me withdraw my Solana. They're saying there's a yeah, I'll tell you what the problem is. Look. When you buy Solana on an exchange, right, they are that shit is staked. They're staking it. So when you try to withdraw it and they say, well, there's this problem or that problem, they're going to keep that as long as possible and get the benefits, get the staking rewards. And then at some point they're going to be like, oh, problem's fixed, and then they're going to let everybody withdraw their Solana. I mean, it's been, oh, God. Crypto definitely needs a facelift, that's for sure. There is a lot of scam fuckery going on. One of the biggest exchanges.
There's a lot of unintentional nonsense that goes on too, even by well-intentioned projects. Apparently, it doesn't matter. They still, they don't always think things through really well. A lot of times it's driven by, I don't know. I don't want to say it, but maybe greed, maybe too much greed. I don't know. I'm not against greed at all, like entirely, but. Sometimes people think about it too much.
Right. So yeah, Solana. Goodness gracious. So you got the, obviously we're not going to get as much. Let me look on a daily here, see how bad this is actually looking. So what I really want to do is throw up a PB2 on this. This is what we do at Alpha Trading, right? You think this is an outlier? You think this was a trending move? Goodness gracious. Whoops, turn the wrong one on. There's a PB2. Is this one closer? Yes. Is this the drag and drop? I believe it is. There you are, you little bugger. Meow. Boing! Oh boy. Trouble on Cupcake Island. Let me turn off this reverse mean. Boom. Yeah. So, we've got a Laplace distribution projection right here. Okay, we use Laplace distribution because cryptocurrency is so volatile, and usually the Laplace distribution, right, will keep the data set inside that 99.7% range. Let me see something here real quick. Is this one where I can? Yes, it is. Let's throw on a. I'm gonna make band 6 real quick. And let me turn that baby on. All right, guys, come on, man. So here, this level down here, this is a 0.9999% probability range. Goodness gracious. So this candle right here, right, this daily candle on Sol, dipped below it, pulled back up, closed inside. Well, because there was there was such a small probability of that candle closing below. But then you get this monster. Now, this is today. What are the chances of this pulling up to the 95.4 Laplace? About $21 Solana today. I don't know. Going to be interesting. The sell is on. So I don't know. But this is definitely an anomaly. I mean, my God. Massive outlier. And if you go over here on the daily, boom. Throw this on Sol. Boom. There's your outlier. There's your outlier on the daily. That literally yesterday, or about 4 days ago, started with an outlier to the top side. Right? Outlier on the Z-score up through all the confidence intervals, above the 99% confidence interval. What usually happens? the Z-score is usually going to make its way back down to the downside. This was in dramatic fashion. Look how far below the Z-score outlier is. My goodness. Let's reel this in a little bit. Let's pull in this indicator and see how. Look how far the variance is away from the mean. Crazy, man. Crazy, crazy. That's what variance is. It's just the spread of data around the mean. That spread of data is following the returns. What do you think the returns are doing? Yep. Goodness gracious. All the fishers are down.
Market open. Ding, 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 ding. Market open.
Oh, are we ding-dinging? All right.
Ding, dinging. Market
Okay.
open, bro.
Yeah, we got all souped up in this fucking cryptocurrency debacle. Let's go over to traditional. Okay, definitely going to be down. I mean, I saw it earlier. I looked at SPY. It was down a little bit. But let's see what's going on. We got a massive tight daily range on SPY. These traditional markets, what are we going to do here? Trying to dip below the weekly range, right? Here's the new weekly. Top side, bottom side, which was tight to begin with. Now you get this tight daily. We just pre-market moved right down through. So this range has been tested, and we're below. We're literally in this weekly again. So are we going to kick up from here? Or is traditional markets going to follow right along with crypto? What's the dollar doing? Gaining strength now. Right, gaining strength now because of that pullback. That was a little screwy yesterday. I mean, the dollar and Bitcoin, the dollar and crypto were dumping, right? Traditional went up. So there was like the correlation was breaking. Usually, you're going to see SPY and Bitcoin correlated, and both of them will be negatively correlated against the dollar. That's how it usually works. So this macro environment is a massive train wreck right now. But at the same time, right? What are we doing? When there's blood in the street, man. When there's blood in the street, especially when it's yours. Buy. Gotta buy when there's blood in the street. This could bleed out a lot more, though. That's what I was telling somebody. You know, this one guy's like, oh, I feel comfortable buying Solana when it's over 30. And I'm just like, that's mind-blowing to me. It's like, I was like, so... It's great at 20, but you're going to love it at 30? What the fuck are you talking about, man? I didn't even want to have that conversation because then he started going. He's trying to say, you know, Solana, well, you don't know about this price, this mechanism and blah, 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 blah. I'm like, are you talking about the FTT token or Solana? Do you even know why Solana dumped? Or are you just squawking? Are you just parroting shit you heard from YouTube Jimmy that it definitely is fucking clueless? Some of these exchange the executives on most of these crypto exchanges, I'm going to put CZ to the side because that fucking guy is a honey badger. He comes in, he cleans the fucking mess up. What he did yesterday. He's like, oh, here, I'll just fucking crush you real quick and we'll take over FTX. How's that? And of course, Sam Bankrupt, he's just like, oh, thanks, CZ. It's like, wow, what a shit show, man. But these executives at these exchanges, everybody's like, oh, well, they started this exchange. They have to know how to trade. Oh, do they? Who takes their native token and uses it as collateral, right, to leverage? I mean, what the fuck are people thinking, man? And of course,
lessons of the past, right?
And obviously, they're long. He was probably fucking long. Just leveraging and leveraging and, oh, we're at the bottom. It's like you got to never always expect the unexpected.
It's borderline fraud.
Oh, I think it is fraud. I don't know about borderline.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'll tell you what right now, he's got some legal fucking trouble coming, guarantee that. A lot of people got fucked. A lot of people got fucked. Your best case scenario is there, just hold. Solana's going to come back. Solana will come back after this shit show's done. That's why, I mean, I hope I can get some a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. Especially, I mean, there's one project in particular that is just going to just rip. I mean, the team, Catalina Whale Mixer, the things these guys are doing, it's all good. I'm definitely looking to invest more into that project. And Solana, down here low at these prices, and then you got people in the NFT space capitulating. It's like, let's go, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
Where's
Let's
that?
say this. Given the current market conditions and stuff like that,
Yep.
and Catalina Whales being, to me, the best pick because of their business plan, like the access and what the fuck they can do. So I don't wanna be like over the top when I say this, but Catalina Whales have the opportunity to actually save Solana. And I know it sounds stupid,
No, it doesn't. I
but
like it.
when the only way you can access Catalina Whale interest earned money is via buying Sol, and it's a good business, you could see a little bit more people coming into Sol, thus into Catalina Whale. I know it's a very far out observation, but there's no one else bigger in the NFT space. Furthermore, Solana's partners. Like, who are Solana's partners? They're just people that do processes. They aren't business. So we'll see how it all goes.
Yeah, for sure. Here we go. I finally got onto the Alpha Voice little chat there. That's pretty cool how they have that set up. That was confusing the shit out of me. I had notifications in Alpha Voice. I was like, I'm confused. That's okay. That's okay. So, traditional markets. Look at Meta. Meta's up 5%. Oh, Zuckbucks. Let's go. No. I'm telling you right now, though, that I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see, even with this tight range here, still above its macro volatility environment, man. Still above traditional markets. If we're going to talk about crypto was not any longer. Not any longer. Crypto's below all of its macro volatility ranges, which is never good. Never good. Right when it got set up to pump, too. I'm talking to MJ about that. It's done this several times during this bear market, right? All these relief rallies. Gets up there. The volatility ranges get set up perfectly. And then, boom, the dump. That's why. That's why we trade volatility. I mean, my bias was to the top side. But this is why I trade low time frames. Right? That's my macro bias. That's why. Good luck. Good luck, anybody out there in YouTube land. Any trader. Yeah, with the macro environment, good luck, man. These markets are way too volatile.
Following all the other people who talk about this stuff with the silly ways they do it. Like, so many of them, quote unquote, got wrecked yesterday. And they're all talking about how they got wrecked. Nobody could see this coming. Well, you could if you knew how to trade the volatility, the entropy, the probability, and the statistics, because it was right there on the charts.
Yeah, 100%.
On the low time frames, we saw it coming. We saw the whole move.
Yep. Especially, you get here on the daily. Now, could we have predicted what was going on behind the scenes? No. Do we have any idea that dumbass was fucking leveraging, using FTT as collateral to leverage? So stupid, especially after what just happened to Luna. But he was already dick deep when Luna was going down. He was probably shitting his pants back then, going, "Oh yeah, this is going to be fucked."
When Celsius went belly up, it was literally the same thing, right? He was using the token to leverage against whatever, and it was backed by nothing, and the same exact thing happened. And he was promising everybody until that day, no, there's no liquidity problem, just like SPF did.
Yep.
No, there's no liquidity problem. Oh yeah, let's see you play.
Can I ask a question?
Yo.
So I've been reading he insured at whatever, I'm just gonna say random number, $45. He insured some FTT at $45 and all this stuff. Now, going back to that, so maybe at the time he insured those funds, it was at $45. But what if he insured them for $2? Insured them for $15? That way he doesn't pay that much insurance money on it in a month. That's another thing that because we don't get to see these contracts, we don't know what they've signed. So that's another thing. Yeah, they could have signed at 45, but if they signed it for insure me FTT token at $2 or Solana at $2, then it's a different story. Then he's got a shitload of liquidity to buy this dip up.
CZ has no liquidity to buy the Bitcoin apparently anyway.
No way.
So, Here's the daily on Solana. For everybody going, oh, who saw this coming? Yeah, man. Hey, if you learn how to read the volatility charts, boom. So this is the daily, right? We get this higher high here. Right at the end, you get an outlier through the confidence intervals. Look at the return oscillator. Look at the Fishers. This bear div was setting up during an outlier on the daily to the top side. Right? Am I taking my profit quick on low time frames? Yeah, man. Because this isn't going to last. You can see, you can plainly see this happening. And when this returns oscillator and the daily turned down with all this bear div, you immediately start having an outlier to the downside. Could we have predicted it was going to drop this far? No. But that's why you drop this down on the low time frames. Let me get rid of all that now. Boom. Let's see here. What in the world? One drawing, yes, get rid of it. So, and I was going to show the volatility up there, but it's all good. Because volatility expanded to 100% positively correlated. Stayed expanded 100%. The move was when the correlation broke to the downside. That's when you got that big dump. But look at these moves on the 15-minute. This is a volatility trader's dream. Right? All these outliers, all these little outliers, and this is on a 15-minute. You drop down even lower, where I'm comfortable trading at, 6-minute, 3-minute, you're gonna have a lot of crazy moves. A lot. Let's pull this in. Just outlier after outlier after outlier, top side, downside, they're all over the place. Plenty of trades going on. That's why we love our variance indicators. But yeah, pretty nuts. Pretty nuts what's going on. Let me see here.
Tesla just popped up $8 in a minute.
Oh, I'm sure. Tesla.
I really thought they were going to crush these markets today because nothing got accomplished last night with the vote.
Yeah, stupid.
Senate's still going to stay in their hands. Republicans maybe took the House. Now nothing gets done for the next 2 years.
Yeah.
And you see Pelosi retired this morning, huh?
Left wing or right wing, same bird.
Chirp, chirp, chirp.
Yep, exactly.
Absolutely.
They're playing everybody. Everybody's like, oh!
Red wave, blue wave, it's just a whimper.
Same wave.
It's all the same shit.
Oh, yeah.
Surf comes in, surf goes out. The water just keeps moving back and forth.
The tides of the time. What will happen?
Exactly.
Well, Solana 4 hour, man, this Z-score is so low. And I mean, you can see, on the 4 hour, there's a bunch of bull div building. Bunch of bull div. Solana is a strong project. I'm not just talking it up because I got a lot invested in it. I'm very confident in it. Very confident. If you see one of the developers of Solana, he put a tweet out yesterday. It was pretty good. Where's MJ? Is MJ even in here? He is. Who posted that tweet? Where was that tweet at?
Probably busy on a call or something.
Raj Call or whatever his name is put that tweet out about Sol. Yeah, man. Just like the founders of Catalina, man. They did the same thing, put out a tweet. The mission stays the same. We continue to build. That's what you do in a bear market. While all this other shit's getting crushed, the real builders are building. That's what you do in a bear market. You build. You build. So,
yeah, man, this daily range on the SPY is nice and tight.
Yeah.
Was it like 40 cents or something?
Yep.
That's nothing. That's like nothing.
nada.
Yeah.
Then we got our Laplace distribution deviation bands here. Meow. Look at the previous 4-hour candle. Dumps right to the 3SD band. Right to the 3SD on that 4-hour. Previous one. Go over here. What's he talking about? I'll show you what I'm talking about. His own soul.
And that right to the weekly, huh?
I'm just stuck on crypto today. Even though I like SPY sent a wick right to the center of the weekly range. You see SPY drop below this weekly range. I mean, you're already in the monthly. It's probably going to come down to 374 and test the middle of the monthly. SPY gets below 368 or something. Nah, this is a free for all. Could really dump out. But right now it's above its macro volatility, so it's a good thing. That's a
By the
good
way,
thing.
fun fact: if you were trading FTT yesterday, when all that ugliness happened, yeah, or even today actually,
What
when
the
it dumped, but no, even yesterday, right, when it fell down to like what was the bottom, like 250 or something like that,
Yeah.
right? It pumped up to more than $6. Like, if you would have caught that bottom, or even the bottom of that body from $3.20, you would have made like almost 100% move, or even more than 100% if you would have traded on like the 1 minute. You could have made more than 100% on the bounce.
Right.
No leverage. No leverage. I'm
None.
just saying. Like, you do not need leverage in this market. You probably should avoid it.
And here's the 3SD move right here on this 4-hour candle. And I'm talking about the skinny blue line. That's a 3SD on the 4-hour. The crosses are daily levels. All the crosses you see, all the small skinny lines you see, stair-stepping around, those are the 4-hour distribution levels. Yep. Then all the dotted lines, and then the red and yellow lines, those are freaking volatility ranges. For people that are wondering what this is. What information could that possibly be telling you? A lot. You should learn. Tells you a lot, my friends. Let's go back over here now. Yeah, just want to point that out. Interesting. You can see you get this 4-hour wick, right? Way below the 99.7 Laplace. Pulled right back up, closed right at it. Closed right at it. Because there's only a 0.03% chance this 4-hour candle was going to close below that level. It might have closed a tad below it, but yeah. Now now the volatility's contracting on the 4-hour. Correlation broke, coming out of trend. One Fisher's up. Got all this bull div. But yeah, we're going to have to see, because there's going to be a lot of Solana being sold here shortly. I mean, a bunch is being unstaked. So, I'm going to be ready to catch that bottom somewhere.
It's a sweep. Pull out the power sweeper.
Pull out
Like
the power fucking sweeper, my friend. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, the power sweeper. Let me see here.
Speaking of power sweepers, let me just interject here with a quick 30-second shill of our amazing deal for this season. If you are trading VEPS already, you probably know about this. Check out our Shop Alpha channel, where the awesome Black Friday, Cyber Monday, holiday shopping season spectacular. Save up to like 40% on a yearly subscription, or 20% on a 6-month subscription. And if you are new to alpha trading, check out our Discord. You can get free indicator access to some of the most amazing tools you will ever see, and specifically the best ones you can see for trading retail on TradingView. If you're a retail trader, you will not find better indicators than what we make available to you. And we'll even give you 4 of them for free so you can learn the basics. We'll even give you a chart that you can use to learn the basics. And we will even give you educational information, documentation, tutorial videos, and access to actual live traders who are happy to help you to understand how to use these tools as a trader, and not just as a couch potato with theories about trading, and not just ridiculous chart art that other people tell you to draw on your charts. We will actually show you how to use the math, to your advantage in your trading. So check it out. Link is in the Discord. I just figured I'd mention that at this point. And there you have it. Happy trading, everybody.
Happy trading, sir.
Yeah.
Very interesting. Great sale. I'm gonna learn how to use these tools. Yeah, like you said, you come in, we got free tools for you. We don't want you to just come off the street and buy these tools. Trust me. When you ever heard anybody say that? Go to anybody else's YouTube channel. They're talking about these markets. They're selling something, man. They're selling some goof-ass trading course, some goof-ass standalone indicator. Hey, this will tell you when to hit the red and green button. Get it. It's only $400 a month, right? Our tools are $99 a month, and for God's sakes, we got almost 40 indicators. You get to pick and choose, see what fits your style, right? But we are the first to tell you, don't come in here and just buy these tools. See if it's a good fit for you. See if you got what it takes to learn how to volatility trade, right? See if you like the community we put together. That's what we want, right? We don't want people to just come in, buy the tools for a month and go, oh, these things don't work, and then just leave. tell their buddies, oh yeah, their tools are stupid. No, you're stupid. I'm telling you right now, don't come in and buy the fucking tools. Learn with the free tools first. For God's sake.
Learn, don't burn.
Yeah. Big time. We're traders, man. It's not like we're not sitting here trying to dominate the freaking indicator market. Although we have the best indicators in our opinion. We really do. None of our shit, it's not lagging.
Also, why we don't care if you use them or not, because we're perfectly happy to keep trading with our indicators, whether you use them or not.
Yeah, if every trader in the world started trading the way we did, oh boy, it's going to get a lot tougher. Right now, 99.9% of the traders are on the other side of our trades. Find me another YouTube channel that's talking about this stuff. The distribution, entropy, volatility. You find them, because I've looked for years. There's nobody talking about it, especially the big firms that are pushing traditional TA. Watch that video from Keith McCullough. He's a dog in traditional TA. It doesn't work. It's contrarian. His words. It's incredible how bad those indicators.
Another channel talks about trading that'll actually show you indicators that actually show you information about the future with incredibly high rates of accuracy.
Yep.
Which is, again, why we don't care if you learn this or not. But if you choose to learn a better way to trade, you've come to the right place, my friend.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Because we don't charge for all of this education. You come into the Discord, it's free. You get free indicators. There is enough educational material in this Discord to melt your brain for the rest of your life. Right? So that's what we're here for. We have no problem helping people learn this. Right? All of it. Yeah. The guys, some of the long-term members, we're all here to help. Right? Because we understand. We understand how powerful this stuff is. But if you want to go right back into the echo chamber with YouTube Jimmy and talk about, traditional TA, and oh my God, we dropped below the 200 monkey moving average and all this shit. Oh, look at the RSI. Oh, fuck this fib level. Where's the golden pocket on the monthly? Oh, what are we doing? It's like, show me.
Choice.
Yeah, that's your choice. Right? Yep. We have a choice in every moment what to do. A lot of people. Yeah, P-Funk. The golden pocket.
If you choose to trade XRP these days, woo-wee.
Right.
Nice chunk of volatility there. Wow. What a coin.
Yeah, the Fibonacci golden pocket, what is that down there? God, I can't even remember the percentages now. It's really close to 68 real plus. What is it, 62.8 or something?
Yeah, I thought you were just making that up.
Oh, no, there's a golden pocket with the fibs. Hey, man, it works. It's so stupid. People trading Fibonacci. I love Fibonacci when it comes to like the creative world. The Fibonacci sequence literally you can see it in everything in nature. It's powerful. But we're talking about trading. Well, fuck. Why don't we just use moon phases? Hell, it's a full moon. That's why we dump, damn it. Where's the moon fucking chart? We dump because of the full moon.
If it works, we use it. If not, we shunt it.
Yeah. It's like,
There is a moon one, isn't there?
Oh, yeah. There's a moon chart. And I guarantee all the moon chart fucking guys are going, I told you.
Yep.
It's like, give me a break, bro. Does the full moon affect people's consciousness? Fucking 100%. But if you're letting the fucking moon cycles affect your trading, man, you need some help. We're here for you. First, we'll put you through a rehabilitation program, and then... Woo! Shit! And anyway. Yeah, there's a lot going on in these markets that people don't realize. We put together a hell of a package of indicators that really give you insight, especially on when the buy and the sell algos are turned on. Right? So that's what we're all looking for. And people talk about it all the time, but they want to continue to use traditional TA that they don't use. Why the hell are you trying to use a model that the people you're trying to model, the modeling you're looking for, they're not using it? Makes zero sense. We all figure it out the hard way. Right? Some people just got to get hammered a little more than others. It's definitely goes back to the thing. When I traded traditional TA, I took my profit, trading low time frames. Couldn't trust the indicators I was using. That's for damn sure. So if I was lucky enough to get in a right trade, I threw the dart at the dartboard. The monkey told me to go long. I took my profit real fast. Why I don't trade bios? Oh yeah, what's going on? CLVS? Is that a biotech?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are crypto pretty much.
Yeah. That's a bad day.
Let me see. CLVS. Let's see. CLVS. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Clovis. Oh, oncology. What the?
Oh, look at that variance outlier.
Woo, look at that outlier. Yeah.
Bam. But where that fuck? What the hell am I seeing here?
I know, right? Yeah. That's what happens when you have trials that don't work. I'm telling you,
well, it's probably below the screen there. Where you, yeah, wow, look at that. Look how far it fell.
Crazy.
I know. I'm like, where in the hell's the price action? Oh, there it is down there.
Yeah, it's all the way down by the E. It's all the way down by the E.
Apparently, they didn't find the cure to cancer.
Yeah, obviously.
Apparently, they did not.
Or they did, but they're not profitable, and therefore the investors are not happy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Oh, that was massive. Damn, did that go from... That went from a buck down to 28 cents. Yeah, only a little 72% pullback.
Here's their news. Based on current cash equivalents, we will not be able to maintain operations beyond January of 23. That's like 60 days.
Look at this weekly candle. Holy shit.
God.
Or from the top. What is this?
Yeah.
Let me see here. Or just from the local top.
That's the kind of move that FTX had yesterday, right? Like a 75% drop.
Yeah.
Oh, 92% on old Clovis. From the local top. And that's on a weekly. So for the last, I don't know, since July, 92% pullback. Wowzer. Wowzer. Holy shit. On the weekly candle, below the 99.7 Laplace. Look at this volatility expansion. There's a correlation broke right there. It's a no-brainer. Trend.
Yeah.
Jesus Louises. Yeah, there wasn't any div. At least not on the weekly.
Yeah, the problem is you own the thing at 80 cents, you walk in and it's a quarter. What do you do now for Encore, huh?
Woof.
If you sold it on the way down, you cash out.
Yeah.
Wowzer.
Yeah,
Goodness gracious. Let's click back over here.
Good job today.
Take a look. What's SPY doing? Dropping. Anything got any life? Meta's the only thing. Meta's like, we're going to take over the world. Sam Bankrun's gone. Those two circle jerkers. I'm sure they know each other. They have little picnics and cookouts together.
Bankrun. That's good. Sam Bankrun.
Yup. Sam Bankrun fried.
Yeah, Sam Bankman freed capital.
Jesus.
Lots of it.
What in the fuck is going on with Meta? We got to look at Meta. Let's see here. Meta. Heading back into random price action. It's on a daily. What the hell's this shit look like on a weekly? Ugh. Ugly. Ugh. But you got bull div. Got bull div. All the fishers are up too. And Meta got beat the fuck up, right? So I get a little relief bounce here on no Meta. So at it, 103. Yeah, I don't.
Is FTT still trading?
Oh yeah, it's a shit show too. You know what? I didn't want to break my fucking computer monitor, so I didn't want to get on that. But here I will. Ho! The weekly. Good Lord. Good Lord. That's what I'm saying. On a weekly. Correlation broke. Correlation broke. So you got contracting a flat volatility right here on these 2 weeks, positively correlated, right? Correlation goes to the top side up here right when the volatility on this weekly crashed. Then this week right here, you start to get a little expansion. Well, what a shit show too, because you run up almost on that candle to 95.4 Laplace. But then boom, the real volatility comes in. And literally right when it drops below the zero threshold, man, boom, 2 weeks, bam, down. Crazy. So what am I doing here? I'm looking on these macro time frames. Boom. Again, here's this little move on the 3-day. Expanding volatility. Correlation broke down here. Positively correlated. Go sideways a couple, right? You float up to the top side. Look at these wicks to the top side of the 68.3. And then bam, expansion right after the next candle. Boom, just drops. Correlation just drops like a rock. All the fishers are down. What's that, the 3-day, the 2-day? And I'm just going to go down here, just show everybody. Oh, black swan event. Never in volatility. You'll always see it coming. The volatility is going to tell you what's going on. So now, yeah, contracting volatility positively correlated on the daily. Do I see more downside? Yeah, man, I do. Big time. This trend is gnarly. The fishers are creeping down really hard. Look at the returns oscillator. No bull div. No bull div. There is a little bit on the DLP. The Z-score is way low. But now, this is one of the cases where you got to take the news into effect. There's a shit show going on with FTT. This thing's going to die. Everybody was like, Luna's not going to die. I'm like, okay, you're right. I'd buy. This is a great buying opportunity then. Are you just talking out your ass, or are you putting your money behind your madness? Of course they're not buying. They're just talking shit. It's never going to die. Yeah, it is.
Don't they have to do due diligence on this merger or being bought out? Because they're they're both private companies, right?
Yeah, it said there was going to be an investigation or something, didn't it?
Because if there's fraud involved, then he can just back out, and then the thing just goes to zero, right?
Isn't the Miami Heat's arena FTX?
Yeah, that's what the picture I posted. My FTX arena, and all the umpires. Remember, they were wearing FTX in baseball a year.
MJ, we got to go to the FTX arena and get a selfie underneath the sign.
That's pretty funny.
Make it a thumbnail for our streams. Like the end of the first week of December. Yeah, I'll tell you what. By that time, they'll probably already have FTX off that building.
It might be off that building today.
Yeah, it might be. Hey, we need a new sponsor. Whose idea was it to let these fucks sponsor us? Crazy, man. Absolutely crazy.
We sponsor ourselves.
So, like macro-wise, I mean, there's not a lot of analysis YouTubers, right? There's not a lot. I mean, we're in the middle of this shit show going on. This needs a shakeout, right? There's a lot of Solana still probably to be sold off. I'm going to be watching like a hawk. A hawk. Yep.
Sound they make.
Not just like the hawkish Jerome Powell.
Yeah, FTX was the official sponsor of Major League Baseball.
Yes, it was.
I picture, if you look in general chat from yesterday, I posted it.
Yeah, it's
and he also sponsored the California Bears.
The California Bears.
California UCLA Bears or whatever. They're the first college.
They're
the first crypto.
Cal Berkeley.
Cal Berkeley, really?
Yeah, it's Cal Berkeley.
Oh, Cal Berkeley. Okay.
Yeah, the Bears. Faux show.
That's where what Rodgers came from, right?
Yes. Aaron Rodgers? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Cal, man.
Interesting.
Cal.
Well, I guess they don't sponsor those things anymore, or they won't see.
Right.
All those umpires need to update their shirts.
Oh, look.
The one that I remember, he owned Hood too. HOOD. He was going to buy Hood. Remember that, Robin Hood?
Oh God.
Take a look at that stock, Hood.
What's Hood doing?
Vlad, the oval. I'll tell you what. After the dump in March 2020,
yeah.
he was one of the few people who went on to give an interview because it happened on his exchange.
Shit. Robin Hood's getting jacked.
Why they did certain things that they did because of a 6 sigma move, right? Which is, what is that? That's a 6 standard deviation move.
Yep.
And the interviewer just like continued the interview without even asking like, what's that? Because the interviewer had no idea. But he said it flat out. He was saying, yeah, we use standard deviations, right? Without saying that. He was saying, yeah, it was a 6 sigma move, so we did this thing or that thing. They're saying it to people's faces, and people have no idea because they don't trade this way. But the places that use this, like, that's what they do. They don't trade with triangles, they trade with maths, just like we're looking at here, right on your screen.
Like
Oh,
Robinhood
yeah.
on the 3-day. Look at this 3-day candle on Robinhood. 99.7 the plus right now on the current candle. Volatility expansion, significantly negatively correlated, right? But it went right to 100%. And when you see this correlation break like this thing is obviously what happens when volatility is totally expanded. At some point, it starts to contract. If this thing starts to contract now, positively correlated, Jesus, Robinhood's just gonna fall off the planet. I mean, look at the daily chart. Look at that freaking outlier. And the outlier in the Z-score is at the 95% confidence interval right now. All the fissures are breaking through the mean of the bands. And there's no bull div anywhere in sight. That's a daily. What's a 4-hour look like? No.
Well,
yeah, this
apparently Bankman was going to, gave them money.
something's going on. This is definitely connected.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder.
Right.
Keep an eye on that in the back of your.
We know those dumb fucks are just as dumb as Sam, so.
Yeah. Sell all rallies.
Oh, they're all gonna buy. One was gonna buy the other or something, right?
Yeah,
That's
that's it.
buy
They were
Robinhood or
gonna-
something.
Yeah.
Well, that was Sam Bankman's way to get into the over the counter market.
Right.
You know what I mean? And having having a stock trading arm.
Yeah,
Apparently,
exactly.
apparently he was trying to get licensed. He wanted to be the only licensed securities crypto exchange. And
Yeah, I
guess
think Coinbase already has a license. They just don't use it for that purpose, but they do have a license in place or whatever since years.
Yeah.
You know, man.
Yeah,
Now you know.
Robinhood's not looking too healthy.
Now you know. The mo you
Jesus
know.
Christ. What kind of pullback is that? Let's just do the 4-hour from the local top. Yeah, anybody out there in YouTube land, you want to see why we don't believe in black swan events? Give me 5 minutes, I'll show you some charts. I'll show you the volatility creating the fucking news, man. I can only say this so many times. You can see this stuff coming. 30% pullback on Robinhood. That's just on that's the 4-hour. Interesting indeed. But on the 4-hour, yeah, I mean, total expanded volatility. But like right now, I mean, we're starting to contract. It's negatively correlated, but this trend to the downside is just pretty damn strong in these fissures on the 4-hour. Right, the daily's just busting through the mean of the deviation bands. 4-hour is down. Big nasty outlier too. And look at the top side returns oscillator move. It's negatively correlated with price action. That's why you're seeing down, dropping like a rock. And of course, Dogecoin's up. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? Fucking crazy market. It's up fucking 4%.
Well, it got down to 7.7 yesterday. Oh wow, it did go back up.
It did. It's back up over 9 cents. Gotta love it. Doge is up almost 4%. Fucking Solana's down 21%. Was down 70 fucking percent yesterday or something. Only in crypto do you see this kind of shit. Well, I'll take that back. Did we just looked at that biotech stock? We're looking at Robinhood right here. But yeah, this is definitely Sam Bankrun related. For sure. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. What do you think? I wonder if Robinhood needed some liquidity and he gave him a bunch of fucking soul or something.
That's apparently what he did. He pumped in. He was like, I don't know what he did with Solana, but I mean, I would have to imagine they got a problem without him backing it.
Yeah, obviously there is a issue.
Someone will buy that out for $2 a share.
Fuck. I might be interested at $2 a share.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly, man.
This is what hound dog fucking alpha wolves do, man. We looking. Where's the sale? All right. FTT, Solana. God damn. Yeah, I'm just waiting though. I'm waiting because I have a feeling. When did it say that Solana was getting unlocked?
Today. There was like 18 coins that are supposed to be unlocked today.
So, that being said, let's see what the volatility's telling us on Solana. Let's do a little freaking, I don't want to start on the week. Let's do a little intraday run here and see if we see anything.
And then there was something else too. That said now 49 million Solana, $982 million will hit the market after 20 hours. Now, I don't know what that means. That was after the fact that other one I posted.
Returns oscillator, negative correlation. So the returns oscillator is turning up. Is there any divergence though? Bull div, hidden bull, none. There was a bear div right here that brought it down. When you see this returns oscillator turn up, and it's negatively correlated like that, you're going to see it turn back down again, probably. Probably.
There's a lot of big losers yesterday, yeah, because there's so many things tied together. Like Link fell down, it's like 20% down from yesterday. The Near protocol also down 19.5%. Even Ethereum POW, for whoever's using that, is also down 19.5%. Axie down. Freaking Aptos down 26%. I mean, come on. Terra Classic, even that thing. Who's using Terra Classic? LUMC,
the same dumbasses that are probably buying FTT right now.
Right. And Chili's also, which had that crazy run, and then I've been dumping.
Yeah.
Down 18% yesterday. So many different things. Algorand down another, a whole bunch. Helium down. All these things are down double digits, every single one of them. And there's tons of them. Even Phantom, even Kava, even Aave. They all took a pounding yesterday. Why? Because a lot of them are tied together. Gee, I wonder why.
Here, this is just like, this is so you get this run up. I mean, here's the daily. Here's the volatility read on the daily, all three lengths. We are literally, so we get full volatility expansion positively correlated. Get that run up. We talked about this before. The correlation breaks. Volatility stays expanded. Major dump. Now it's contracting, positively correlated. Still trending to the downside. God, is this outlier ever going to weaken? Apparently not. I mean, it's going for the moon. That's rock hard. That's Viagra right there, man. That's what that is. Get a stiffy like that, there is definitely some Viagra involved. Let me see here. So that's the daily. Showing you the volatility is going to contract. And is what I'm really looking at is all the lengths. We're talking about, is that the 2400? 2400, or is that the 981? Let me see real quick here, ladies and gentlemen. No, 2400's at a 95.75. The 525's at a 96. And the 2400's at 100 percentile. Then you've got grade starting to come back down, right? Grade flattened out at the top. This boom right here, you're taking profit, right? You're taking profit. On the up move, this starts going sideways on the down move. As soon as this broke, boom, I'd be taking profit there too. Is it going to go down lower? Yeah, if it stays positively correlated, this volatility contracts. This is what volatility does. Expands, contracts, expands, contracts, expands. When contraction. When are we going to see it? You go down here on the 4 hour. Interesting. I mean, I'm not going to lie. In my opinion, Solana looks like it's going to we're going to have a little bounce here probably. People are going to get sucked right into this sell-off that's about to happen. I'm being very, very patient because there is bull div on the 4 hour. Is it on the 90? And the volatility, the correlation broke. It's contracting, but you go down here on the 90 minute, it's contracting, positively correlated. And looking weak as fuck. Setting up hidden bear. Setting up some hidden bear. And the fishers look shaky. Even though we did have this Z-score bust through these confidence intervals, we're in an interesting space right now. Let me see. 45 minutes. What are we doing here? Yeah, I mean, 45 and 90 are contracting positively correlated. So this thing's going to move up a little bit. But this isn't what you want to see with the fishers. You want to see strength. You want to see them all together. Like, look at the dump. Man, they're just like, let's go, baby. These things are all whacked and spread out. But, I mean, when you get bull div on these indicators, especially DLP and returns oscillator, you get a bounce right here on this returns oscillator. What am I looking at? Let's go to Sol over here. I'm looking at this thing at least coming back up. Probably going to test the 1SD on the downside at 21.6. If this continues, if that contraction negatively correlated on that 90 and 45 continue, this thing's going to float right up here. Why? These are daily deviation levels, right? There's a 95.4% chance $20 gets reclaimed, 68.3 that 21.6 gets reclaimed. Did the daily range even get tested? Close enough, for sure. Daily range was in, here's the 68.3 Laplace distribution range right here. Here's another problem. You got these weekly volatility support levels, monthly, weekly. These things are hard resistance now, We're not talking about your regular traditional TA support and resistance. We don't mess with data sets and shit. Proof's in the pudding. It's a data set. That data set's following the returns. For God's sakes, please stop drawing trend lines on your charts. Use a probability projection, right? Project the bell curve or Laplace distribution into the future. See where this data set's at. And that's another thing on Solana. Man, we are humming at the bottom side of this distribution on the daily, both days. 5 SD moves. That doesn't happen very often unless there's a fucking problem. Obviously, there is a problem. Let's see. 2 days in a row. Usually, you're going to get a snap back after something like this. Oh, man, it just continued. And we got more to come. Wouldn't doubt it. But I see a bounce coming. It makes sense, too. It's probably going to be a bounce right up until, boom, when all this Solana gets freaking unstaked and sold off. Crazy. Crazy, crazy. Anybody got any questions? Who's rocking in here? Who do we got in the YouTube live stream? Anybody? What we doing? Go over here. Oh. Nope. Oh, good.
There's probably more people over here on the.
Yep, there is.
In the Discord, but in either case.
There is. There is.
Got quite
so I didn't quite finish. Let's see. Let me pop this back down. Now let's go to my favorite time frame, the old 33. Let's see the bull div. Yes, fissures are above the mean of the deviation bands. It looks like the DLP is about to crack. The DLP is cracking to the top side with some bull div. The predictors flipped on the 33. Volatility contracting, negatively correlated. Could we go into a quick trend and go up to that 2SD at 20 or what was the other one? 20. Go back over here. Fuck. Yeah, 21.5. So we got 20 and 21.5. My little targets here for what I'm seeing in these volatility charts. Especially Z-score's looking, yeah, man. Z-score's looking like it wants to move up into these. Don't be fucking shocked at all if you don't see an outlier here about to happen. On the Z-score, right up in these confidence intervals. That would do it too. You move up to that 2SD, the bottom of the 2SD or the bottom of the 1SD. Yeah, man. But trust me, in this environment right now, there are people out there who's going to try to manipulate this, for sure.
Yep, absolutely.
And I hate using that word. Anytime somebody's got a bigger bag, anytime somebody's got a bigger bag than the other person, they want to call it manipulation.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, why is it manipulation?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, any order, even if it's not executed, is technically manipulation.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Any order, even for $1, you are manipulating the market. It's just a matter of proportion.
Yep.
How big is your bag? How much does it affect the market? It's like gravity, right?
Yep.
How big is the object that we're talking about relative to the inverse square of the distance from the other object, and then you know the gravity.
Right.
So yeah, manipulation. And when you are on the right side of the trade, the average retail trader will be like, "Oh, I'm just brilliant, like not manipulation. I'm just a mindful person, like, or whatever." Yeah, sure.
I'm mindful.
Master trader or manipulated, right? Either one or the other.
Exactly. What time is it? 10:18.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh yeah, P-Funk dropped off. I was gonna see if he had anything to add. Anybody else got anything to add? What's up, Warlord? I know you love to talk. What you got to talk about, bro?
I'm sitting here with my bag.
Yeah.
My V-chain not looking too bad. Didn't plug in for the whole shitcoin thing. 36 XRP, whatever the price is. I expected this.
Let's give a little shit.
Chill.
XRP. Let's give a little shout out.
When it comes to like this is a very interesting time. So if you go look at the ZAR rand. Okay,
what is that? Oh, that's a crypto. Yeah. What the fuck am I doing here? XRP Tether Binance.
Going down. For me, because the dollar getting stronger, it's pretty much sideways.
Oof.
Not as good as fuck up. But because the rand can get screwed 10% or whatever it is rather quickly, like it negates this bearish posture here. that I'm seeing in the market. So for me, the coin technically stays similar price, like a 3-4% difference on a big drop. If the world aligns, obviously it can fuck me really hard in the reverse. But yeah, man, I'm happy days with what I got here because I DCA in rand.
Right.
And the watches at 22 and not 16. So like the little things that I've taken out, they've paid themselves off, and that was their job, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm happy that we're here, man, because I've burnt a lot on education and shit like that, and
Sure.
we need to settle up the bags. I was honestly very stressed that we might not see those prices ever again if we start taking off from all the way up there. So
Right.
I'm glad that we work it for another 2-3 months. Hopefully we have a bearish Christmas so I can get some of that extra pocket money in, you know. Fucking anything. So I'm happy with the
I'm losing your audio.
Yeah. As I'm setting up your little divergence here on so bear div right into hidden bear, the dump out. All right, you got lower highs, higher highs, get this first pullback, build another high here on the data set, not a higher high, lower high, higher high on the returns oscillator though. Wham! Outlier. Let's go, baby. XRP.
Lord Bilbo, you're drawing lines on your chart. I thought you said you don't do chart art. Well, this is divergence, people. When he draws lines on this chart is to show you clearly the imbalance between the returns and the price action.
Boom!
And there will always be the seeking of balance after a great imbalance.
It's all about probabilities. Look at this day. Look at these daily candles on XRP. Yesterday, God, I didn't know it was such a bloodbath. This thing drops below the 99.7 Laplace. Where's it pull back up? There was only a 0.03% chance this candle's going to close below this pink line here. Pulls right back up inside it. Of course it does. There was a 99.7% chance. Open up today. 99.7 Laplace. Boom. Pulls right back up. Gotta love the probabilities. Gotta love the probabilities. And now that volatility on the daily is contracting. Positively correlated. Just starting the trend to the downside. Holy shit. Hold your boots, warlord. I don't know.
Yeah.
Might get
This
ugly.
balances me out with the rest of the world's economy.
Yeah.
Y'all were in a super bullish situation. I was laddering in from a bearish situation into a super bullish situation, so I get screwed. So now I'm like, I'm at the mean,
Right.
generally. Yeah.
Tell you what, man, XRP, I mean, low time frame, super tradable. Look at, it's just massive. All those moves right there with that trending move right there on the daily. That's
There we
sick,
go.
man.
There's all the markets.
Yeah.
There's all the markets talking to, that's Jerome Powell's granddaughter.
Look at
He's in a
Look
bubble
at,
trying to give her flowers. You gotta fucking love it. Alright, that's enough playing around. That's what we do here, though. We have fun. A lot of people out in the trading world, everybody's just freaking out. You see somebody freaking out,
they watch
Run.
Flamer or
Yeah.
Buffoon.
run. Never watch their videos again. Come to Alpha Trading.
Yeah.
Go watch Hedge Eye. You see that guy freaking out? No. He's fucking crushing these markets, man. You listen to the guy for 5 minutes and you're like, I want to watch this guy. He's great.
Yeah.
Dude, it would be awesome to have him on or something. We should reach out.
Sure, good conversation with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yasha, you're always good at the at that type of conversation. Reach out and be like, hey man, this is what we do. Put together all these indicators and stuff. Would love to have a discussion with you. Because he has people on.
Yeah. Hey, if you're watching this, Hedge Eye man, we'd love to have you on.
And he says fuck a lot, so I get on
Hit me
real
up
well.
in DM. Slide in my DMs, bro.
Hey
Discord or
bro,
something.
can you slide in my DMs? I'd really
Maybe we'll
appreciate
do
it.
the outreach. But in the meantime, if you hear this first, ping us.
Yeah.
There's so much action happening. It's amazing. There's so many wonderful things to trade right now. Like, that's the thing, is you can trade up and down. It doesn't matter. You can trade sideways, for crying out loud. Just you got to know how to read this information, and then when you do, it kind of becomes clear, and you see through the noise, and you are able to find the yummy things to scalp and take profit on without having to sit in ridiculous swing trade positions. Like, you look at all these crazy dips that pump right back up, halfway or sometimes more. Or in the case of like FTX, you could have more than 100% gained on that dump yesterday. Just like on the bounce from the dump before it fell again. So there's never a shortage of assets to trade. There's never a shortage of occurrences of opportunities. It's a matter of finding them and exploiting those inefficiencies with smart tools like we have, and know-how like you can learn by using these tools and learning how to use them and all that for trading. So, yeah.
Continue with that. I'll be right back.
Sure, man. Honestly, if you look at the chart right now, the SPY chart, you can literally see what did it do on the day, right? It started the day by taking a little bit of a dip, right? And then bouncing right as it hit that new level there, the little plus signs and the little yellow dots you can see on Bilbo's chart there that's on the screen. I mean, these things are essentially kind of like price magnets or returns magnets, and the returns is what leads the price action. And these are volatility of price levels, right? And mixed in also is you've got Laplace distribution levels and normal distribution levels. So you've got all different kinds of distribution models that give you extreme precision to know what are the probabilities of any of those given models to be good targets to make entries and to make exits on. And the key thing to remember is to not be greedy, right? Take profits early and often. That's what I like to say. Take profits in any case. I like to say early and often because it's a lot better to have multiple little buckets of profits filled up throughout the day, little buckets of liquidity that you pull out of the liquidity stream, rather than trying to fill up one giant bucket only to find that within a 3-minute candle you can lose all of that profit that you thought you had on your unrealized P&L trade, only for it to evaporate before your eyes because CZ buys some other company or whatever, right? And you can see how volatile these assets are. It makes no sense to stay in swing trades for the most part because they go all over the place. Price action tends to return where it was in the past in general, and that's because it's following the returns, and the returns are determined by the volatility, right? And the volatility is the standard deviation of returns of your investment, of a log returns, right? So that's why we use these tools, because if you know where the mean is, and if you know where the standard deviation of the returns is around that mean, which is the same thing as saying if you know the spread of data around the mean, which is the same thing as saying you know the variance of that asset, well, when you can look at the volatility or the variance, and you can see what is the actual volatility, and not just the nonsense that people will tell you, oh, volatility is just price moving up and down. No, it's the returns and how they deviate from the mean. If you look at the mean, look at how the mean is always being zigzagged by the price action that's running through it from bottom to top. What is that price action doing? It is following the returns into whatever position it's going to be into next. Right? That's why we have forward-looking tools that you can actually look at and know the probability of not just this candle, but the next candle, and the next candle, and the next candle. You can know all the probabilities very far out. Our RMLR tool shows you the reverse mean of log returns. We're not looking at it on this chart, but you can see it, showing you into the future with extreme precision, the direction of the RMLR into the future. And you can see that moving through a probability distribution model, like a projection boss tool that we have, which looks like a kind of a bell shape or whatever you want to call it, for Laplace distribution or normal distributions or coin flip distributions. And then you can basically see how the RMLR is moving from one standard deviation level or Laplace distribution level to another, and where that fits, let's say, on this kind of chart with the VRE. And then you have a very, very, very good idea of what your entries and exits ought to be without being greedy and with as little as possible a chance of getting wrecked as you possibly can. Like, so if you trade options or futures, these are really, really powerful tools. If you want to trade options, go nuts. That's what these tools, like the projection boss, is amazing for that. But if you want to scalp delta on whatever coin you like or whatever asset you like, these tools are actually amazing because we figured out how to use them for that, and we put together a whole system of not just these tools, but the actual educational information that people need to use to learn it, and ask questions that are relevant, and all those questions are answered. So yeah, I mean, what can I say? I love looking at these charts. I love trading with these tools because they work. If they didn't work, I wouldn't use them. And if something better worked, I'd use that. We are not biased in terms of we can only use certain tools. No. We will literally use whatever. If tomorrow banana peel, is the way to tell, I will use banana peel, right? I don't care. We are not aligned with any particular, this must be this way. No, we use this because this works. Until we find an even better way, we will keep using these tools and advancing the tools that we have, because we have the most amazing tool makers in the business that I know of, who make these incredible tools available on TradingView, which is the world's largest retail trader community for charting and for trading and for, well, I guess some people chat on there or whatever they do, but charting assets that people are trading across pretty much any exchange. So yeah, welcome to Alpha Trading, people.
Welcome.
If you like what you see, go to the link in our description. We do these live streams 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, starting at around 9 a.m. Eastern time. So we cover market open, so you can see what's going on, and you can learn from seeing and using our tools how this stuff all works, so you can take your trading to the next level.
Couldn't have said all that better myself. That was delicious. Beautiful. Beautiful. Wow. I'm just looking at SPY here. Look at the 45-minute, all this bear div. A lot of bear div, and the Z-score was at the top side of the confidence intervals. Contracting volatility, positively correlated. Could see a little dump here on SPY. It's trying to hold strong. Look at the VRE, it went up, test the bottom side of this daily range again, and remember, it's tight. Found support here on the center of the weekly. That center of the weekly was right here at the 68.3 Laplace. So yeah, it's stuck. It's stuck right here in the top side of the weekly, top side of the monthly range. Telling you, SPY gets down here. Close a 15-minute candle below like 377.5. This thing's gonna flush down into the depths of this monthly range. 374 is the center. About 369 is the downside. 2 SD in the daily.
371 to 369, right on.
Yeah, so we'll see. We will see. Very interesting stuff. I think we're coming right into the close here. Not too much more to talk about. Tomorrow will be a really interesting stream, just to see how all this shakes out. Meta's still pumping. Sure, it's fucking Sam Bankrun probably giving Zuck Buck some Solana before he dumps it all out. Let's see here. Anything else to take a peek at? I don't even want to look at Meta.
Maybe he'll just hold his portfolio and hope it goes back up if CZ keeps the thing alive.
Yeah.
Or he'll swap out the BNB tokens.
Coinbase down 9%. You got to remember too, Coinbase is holding a lot of Solana.
Yeah.
Wow. Natural gas.
Crypto.
Fuck.
Don't keep your assets on exchanges unless it's being used for active trades.
So did you take your profit in natural gas? If you didn't, you lost it. down 13.5% today. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Can't make people take profit. If you don't, I'm going to steal it from you.
Gold's basically flat on the day.
Oh, yeah. Well, fucking gold and silver. Oh, God.
Gold.
It rots my brain to even talk about heavy metal.
Some tech stocks, some small tech stocks are up on the day, though. That's
Here
good.
comes SPY. Coming down. Oof. Here we go. Yeah, Sol didn't even make it back up there. It's rejecting off the bottom side of the 2SD. Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
if you want to see, you know,
Wow.
a not great looking bunch of things to trade, go look at some traditional stocks like Google or Microsoft or Netflix or QQQ or Tesla. All of them down a little bit today, right? They're all having a bit of a sell-off right now.
Oh, yeah.
But some
Except
of the
Meta.
smaller tech stocks are actually up on the day because they're, you know, counter trading kind of things.
Yeah, the FANG stocks are all down. Meta's pumping.
Well, except Facebook. Facebook is actually up.
Yeah, where is book? The fuck did I not put that in here?
Meta, FB is up 7 point whatever.
Right. Yeah, 7.3.
Yeah, but everything else is down.
Yeah, Netflix, Apple, Google's barely down. Tesla, it's doing its thing. It was up, now it's down. These
Fiverr's
are
up 12.25%.
shit shaky. Shit is shaky. VIX, man, VIX didn't even move.
Yeah, VIX. Yeah, VIX yesterday was a party, man.
Yeah. I mean, you get you just get volatility. You get volatility rising, and then you get the vol of vol rising and price heading down. Incoming fucking train wreck. VIX is not rising though. P-Funk in here? He's not. I get Gary. This has got P-Funk fucking flabbergasted too, I'm sure. It's got me just, what the fuck is going on right now?
All the indices have taken a hit, right? They're all flat and a bit down for the most part.
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
A lot of the indices. You got CAC 40, you got the DAX, the DIA, they're all down. Dow Jones, HSI, like the Hang Seng. You got the VTI, every single thing, you know, they're all down. There are a few exceptions to that, of course, but for the most part, everything's flat or a bit down today. And why? Well, look at what happened yesterday on a lot of these markets. When you got crazy volatility one day and all this, you know, insane action, you very often have the next day of a bit of a flattening off or whatever for the time being. So you might have some flatter down moves. It happens a lot. Just look at the returns. It's not, you know, we're not guessing it or anything. We just look at the math, look at the returns. It happens because the bots are figuring out their next position to take a lot, and they're moving back and forth a lot. So they're taking smaller positions on the day after a big move. And it's a perfectly normal thing to see, you know, flat and a bit down or flat and a bit up, depending on the asset on the day. Party time in trading worlds.
Right. Yeah. Crazy times. Crazy freaking times. Yeah, stuff, everything's not looking too damn healthy. But the macro environment's just fucked right now. So, traders are going to do what traders do. They're going to get influenced by news and stuff instead of learning about the volatility. We're just going to watch the volatility and make the appropriate trades.
That's so true.
Screw the news. News predominantly is bad. Why do you want to?
If someone's out there watching this, and you have and you have a large audience or something that you stand on your soapbox and talk to in your Twitter world or your Facebook or Instagram or wherever you social, feel free to tell your friends and associates about this, just so they can come on into the YouTube at least on a daily basis to get to learn some things.
Yep,
Because if you're learning this and you're not sharing it with people you care about, how much do you really care about them? I mean, if they're traders, yeah, obviously most people don't care about trading. But if you know people who trade and you've discovered this suddenly on YouTube, you know, we honestly, like, if we stay small as an audience, fantastic, it's wonderful. But we would like one at a time people to come in here slowly but surely and learn a better way to trade if that's what they want to do. If you want to be a DGen, hey man, go DGen, enjoy.
Yeah.
But if you want to learn to trade this way with the maths, and also if you don't want to just be a DGen, if you got another way to trade that works for you, keep doing it. Congratulations.
Solana.
Not going to criticize it.
I think that Solana got released.
But, yeah.
Shit is dumping. Not to interrupt you. Sayron just pointed out
that's all right, man.
3SD move on Bitcoin. Got a wick right to it.
Yep.
And there's a monthly, that's the monthly S2. It's the monthly S2. The monthly S3 is down under 16K. Is this thing flying down? Yeah, man. Jesus. We're gonna see a 5th standard deviation move. If we do, you're gonna see Bitcoin right around 16K. Right around the 16K Bitcoin.
Good points. If that's where it ends up for the day, I mean, there's a lot of distance between here and there. You can make some serious money if you know how to trade down.
And
By
when?
the way, if you only like to trade up, hey, just invert the chart. I half jokingly say, but
invert the chart. Yes.
Yeah.
And here's another thing. It's like, so when we get into this type of environment, you got to be up here on the weekly and the monthly looking at freaking distribution levels, right? I mean, we keep dipping below that 2SD on the weekly. There's literally a 95.4% chance this weekly candle closes below 17,275. But when you get action like this, and this can go to a 3SD real quick. And where's that 3SD on the weekly? Right around that 16K level, which is like a 5SD move. Monthly S2 support level for the monthly volatility range is right there as well. So that's a little crazy seeing that. And I might even go a step higher and go to the monthly. Where's that little dots? Give me my dots. Give me dots. They're loading. There we go. So, the 1SD is at 16.8. This thing starts, if this thing especially closes this weekly candle below the monthly 1SD, 16.8, we could do a monthly 2SD move, 13.5. Wow. That's going to put Solana low. Solana is just dumping like a rock right now. Let's go back over here. Let me put the VRE on Solana, see if this fucking shit shows up too. Yeah, I mean, it started pulling back up, just rejecting off the bottom side of a 95.4% distribution level. Pretty much crypto saying, yeah, take your probabilities. We're going to run them up your butt. That's why I never or always expect the unexpected. I mean, we're at the 4th SD on the daily on Solana. 4th SD. Already went down, almost tested the 5th. Where's this baby going to close? The bottom of the daily volatility range, though. I mean, this thing is just blown out. Oh, shit. Oh, let's not do that. The bottom of the daily volatility range is about where Sam Bankman's going to be living. Solana at a negative $0.3. 1.3. The S3 is at 4.6. S2 at 11.74. I want salami. I do. On that note, probably need to get the hell out of here. Get my shit together. Trade a little bit. Yeah, this is a good stream though. Not a ton of analysis, but we just really wanted to just talk about the environment we're in right now in crypto. Right? Because I'm sure everybody's just freaking out. Oh shit, crypto's gonna die. No, it's not. No, it's not. But do the governments actually, they didn't count on everybody jumping aboard. You think they really want the layman fucking holding a ton of Bitcoin or any crypto? No, man, they're going to try to shake everybody out. You start dropping Bitcoin down below 15K, you're going to see a lot of panic selling. A lot of panic selling.
Oh, good times.
Good times ahead.
Not for the panickers, but for us,
Yeah.
What can we do? We see inefficiencies, we exploit them. That's our purpose. Otherwise, what are we doing?
Yeah. What are we doing? What are we doing? So it's like, sweet. Get off stream. Have a quick little meditation. Then get into the action. How's that sound? All right.
Zen, I like it.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's cut off here. The link to the Discord for Alpha Trading is in the description of all of our videos. Come check us out. We're not asking anything from you except a little bit of attention. Learn to trade volatility. We got some free tools for you. A free chart if you don't know how to set up chart. If you don't even have a TradingView account, we'll help you set up a TradingView account so we can get you the free indicators to start learning how to volatility trade. If you like our environment, if you like what you see, if you'll give it some time, give yourself a chance, right? Change is not easy, especially if you have been brainwashed by traditional TA, right? The money that's moving these markets does not trade traditional technical analysis. Get that through your heads. We're here to help you. This is what they trade, the distribution, right? They trade volatility, big time. That being said, we are Alpha Trading, and we are here for you. And we are out. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, 9 a.m.
See you, man. Happy trading.